Brad, you gotta spend more time on Gourmet Makes with me.
Yeah.
It's just so much more fun.
Yeah. On to the next mission.
Always.
Of education and suffering. Also known as Gourmet Makes.
Sorry. Sorry. Hey everyone, I'm Claire. We're in the BA Test Kitchen, and today I'm making Gourmet Butterfingers. Butterfinger has been on my wish list for Gourmet Makes for a very, very long time, almost since the beginning. It's one of my favorite candies, and it has always been one of my favorites. As a kid, it was the thing that I would trade other people for. You know, after Halloween, we were all looking at our candy. I just love the peanut flavor. I love that it has that unique texture with all of the really thin layers of this kind of caramelly honeycomb type, airy but still hard and crunchy center. With just a thin, super, super thin layer of chocolate. So this is one of those candies where it's a total mystery to me how they make them and how during the process all of those thin layers of what's kind of like a peanut brittly substance is formed. So I think it'll be a cool learning opportunity, and I'm just excited to eat the candy because I love Butterfinger. This is really the only Butterfinger I'm familiar with. I mean, there is this one. There's the crisp bar. I remember Butterfinger BBs when I was a kid, but that's not a thing anymore apparently, right? They don't. Oh, there's Bites? Is this what Butterfinger BBs were turned into?
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Do you know, crispity, crunchy, peanut butter?
Yeah, with Bart Simpson.
Yeah. Good commercials.
Great commercial. Great candy bar, Claire. I am stoked for this one.
Me too.
One of the best.
I agree.
Have you eaten one?
No. Let's
First
try
of all,
one.
it's almost like fibery.
Yeah.
It's almost like
threads.
like
halva.
Yes.
How do they do this? It is so good.
I can see why Bart was so fired up.
4 grams of protein.
Ah, it's good for you. Calcium, potassium, 0.6 milligrams of iron. Good for
Great.
the kids. Peanut, soy, milk. Did you do this already?
We don't really do this part. Oh no, we don't read the. No,
We're not there yet?
We're not there yet.
All right. See you, Brad. Sorry. I feel like I just the show up all the time.
That's right. They'll edit it out.
I keep watching these episodes and I'm like, I thought I was in that. Boy, they just cut it all out.
Yeah. That's
get
all right.
it.
Don't feel bad. They cut out a lot of stuff of me too.
Well, good luck.
Thank you. Maybe the reason why I think it tastes so incredible and better than I remember is because it says that they made it an improved recipe. I'm very interested in reading more about how they improved it. It's interesting, like it doesn't say what it is. It just says Butterfinger, crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery. But like peanut buttery what? You know how it'd be like cream filled, whatever. It's like, what is it? If you were to say what Butterfinger is, because they say Butterfinger, crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery, but then it's like ... what is it?
Bar. It's a bar.
It's like layers of, like brittle and something more flaky. It's really unique.
It is. There's nothing like this. But now I want to clear all this off and take a closer look and try to really get in there to like really take a look. It's like 5.5 centimeters long by 3 centimeters wide and about 1.5 tall. It's not perfectly rectangular. It fans out a bit on either end and widens slightly. And now I'm going to break it open. Hey, this one is kind of hard. Oh my god, how is it that hard to break open a Butterfinger? I'm flaking off the chocolate coating because I want to very closely examine. Okay, aha. So this gives me a good indication of how these are created. If I had to guess, the filling is worked into long ropes that are then cut in different lengths to make the different sizes of Butterfinger bars. The two ends are really pinched together and compressed to make this sloped, kind of pleasant pillow shape and with a totally flat bottom. It is just such an interesting texture in there. I can't crumble anything or flake it into any layers just by pressing on it, but as soon as I break it open, you know, there's pieces that kind of want to flake off like that. This definitely seems to me like a kind of hard crack caramel where it just shatters into these very fine layers. Now it's time for my favorite part, reading the ingredients. Corn syrup, sugar, peanuts, vegetable oil, parentheses, palm kernel and palm oil, close parentheses, peanut flour, non-fat milk, and less than 2% of cocoa, milk, salt, yellow corn flour, soy less than, natural flavor, annatto color. Okay, lots of interesting stuff here, even though there's not that many ingredients. The yellow corn flour I think is really strange. So I'd like to go over to the computer and and started to take a look online, see what we can find. Yeah, let's read about this improved formula. Wow, in January 2019, Ferrero reformulated the Butterfinger. The new bar also uses a higher percentage of cocoa and milk in the chocolate coating and cuts ingredients such as the preservative TBHQ and hydrogenated oils. Okay, so they made it a little more natural. They are using peanuts that they're roasting themselves. That's cool. What? In order to get that rich flakiness, the recipe calls for the addition of cornflakes. So the cornmeal is because it's like cornflakes or something? I don't know if I believe this.
More than 100,000 pounds of peanut butter mixed in giant vats, along with another ingredient that just might surprise you.
People may not realize that one of the ingredients we use in Butterfinger is cornflakes.
You heard right.
The research phase was helpful, and it did give me actually a pretty good sense of how the whole thing is made. One surprising thing was the presence of cornflakes. Not cornflakes, the cereal like we think of, but a sort of very fine puffed corn flake, I guess. And then it is this folding technique, and then it gets kind of flattened and formed into these bar shapes and cut, and that is the Butterfinger filling, and I get that. So when you have a minute, you want to talk sugar?
I failed, so I don't know how much help I can offer.
Talk to us about when you tried to make this.
Okay, it was a really long time ago,
Okay.
but it was like a toffee, and then while it was still hot, ground peanuts and feuilletine on top, and like I tried to fold and roll and fold and roll. I think I got 2 turns.
And then it just hardened, and then you couldn't do anything with it.
It wasn't good. I mean, I served them to people anyways.
I think 90% of this, or if not 95% of this episode will be trying to devise a method for the filling. I'm actually not that worried about flavor. It's going to be all about the texture and shape. My plan is to make a toffee. Smear peanut butter over it. I'm not going to do anything with cornflakes yet. I want to just get a sense of the method, and then go from there. Order found me some of the good peanut butter. So my idea is to actually spread the peanut butter onto a greased steel pad, and then basically put it peanut butter side down over a slab of the toffee and peel the steel pad off. Also, this is a really salty peanut butter. Oh, jeez. This is going into the refrigerator because all of those oils and the peanut butter will set up. While that chills, I'm starting the toffee. Toffee is like a mixture of brown sugar, butter, and you're cooking it to the point where the sugar is at hard crack, but it's different than a true caramel where you're taking sugar well beyond that hard crack stage in, above 300 Fahrenheit. So this is looking pretty ready. Just do a final temp. Yeah, we're at 300. Okay, great. I mean, I want it kind of in the same slab shape as the peanut butter-ish. Oh, see, this is going to be so tough. It's already hardening. Oh, yeah. Well, this is a mess. Hold on. Okay, so here was my plan. Peanut butter that I can't peel off onto this slab that is now hardened. So I have to try again. This is not going to work. Oh.
It's even harder.
Yeah. What do I cook the sugar to in Mentos?
Krispy Kreme, Takis, Jelly Belly,
No, that was pizza rolls. Milky Way.
Taki dough. We lost Mentos!
But that episode came out. I wrote it down somewhere.
Oh, this is it.
That's
this
it?
is it. Yeah, cooked to hard crack.
Oh, damn it.
Wait, does that help you?
I take terrible notes.
Was that 270?
Okay,
That-
okay,
that's
270.
Is this the final? Yeah.
On the second version, where I'm doing just... Version 2 is going to be a mixture of just corn syrup, a little water, and brown sugar. I'm going to cook it to a lower temperature, and I think I'm going to quickly pipe the peanut butter over top and then try to work with it very, very quickly and see what I can make happen. I'll cook it to 270 this time. I'm piping rows of the peanut butter over top. It's actually starting to set up quite a bit, so I think at this point I want to try to cut it. So these aren't exactly the nicest, prettiest bars, but I'm happy that cooking that mixture to a lower temperature still let me work with it, but also allowed it to harden. It definitely formed lots of layers. I mean, maybe not the most even layers, but it certainly has that laminated quality, which is kind of cool. I really didn't even think you could do that with sugar. The layers are there, and the flavor is actually pretty good. It's peanutty, but it's too sticky, dense, hard, sick in your teeth. I have a lot of good thoughts for picking this up on day 2. Kind of a cool test. Kind of excited about it. At least I have some direction, you know.
Feel okay about chocolate? Is that a whole other conversation?
Oh, I'm not worried about chocolate. Soul said she wants to pepper chocolate with me, which I'm excited about. So I'm not worried about that at all. Over the weekend, I went to a very special store in New York that sells a special product called feuilletine, which has that kind of corn flaky, really light, crispy texture, which I'm excited to experiment with today. Because the problem that I had on day 1 with the test was, even though I got the layers and I got good flavor, it was too hard, like it was too firm of a crunch, and it didn't have sort of that airy, crispy separation that a Butterfinger has. I think at this point I just want to start doing a bunch of tests and seeing how much I can improve it. Last time I used all dark brown sugar, and I think the flavor was a little molasses heavy, so now I'm using a mix of dark brown and white in 1-to-1. I knew it was you. I can just tell from your footsteps.
I have very iconic footsteps.
Very distinctive. Well, we hear them a lot.
Yeah, I know. This is your favorite peanut butter of all time.
I know. It's so good.
It's the best.
I strongly advocate in the Reese's episode for Claire making her own peanut butter. Has something changed?
I was. I think you have to make your own peanut butter.
That's
and
not.
I think
That's the wrong answer.
I want a deeper toastiness to the peanuts, right?
When the only components are peanut butter and chocolate, I see
Yes.
the point of making your own peanut
Correct.
butter. But like
Correct.
this is
just another, cog
Yeah.
in the machine here.
Yeah,
We're not.
right.
We don't need to waste our time on this. We have
Right.
a very good product.
I'm not trying to go insane.
I mean, it seems like you kind of have been ever since you started doing the show.
I know. It's just I know. Uh-oh. The flakes are a little bit large. I want to break them up so they're finer because I don't want them to be so distinctive. I want them to blend and disappear into the filling. But I think the whole thing could use another hit of salt. So now I'm applying thin stripes of peanut butter. Now I'm just folding it onto itself. Oh, I forgot this. Damn, I meant to put that in. Before it fully sets, I want to try to cut it. Actually, the flavor is very, very close to Butterfinger. It's just too many layers of the sugar that are still too thick, but it's definitely doing that like shattering Butterfinger layers kind of thing. You can see where there's like a thicker layer of sugar in there that didn't really stretch. This is a very, very uniform interior as compared to this, which is like a little bit coarse. But the texture is kind of the same. It's that kind of shattering, crumbly, break apart, kind of into this. I feel like this version is a little bit more successful than the last one. And now what I want to try to do is the following. I want to cook another sugar mixture, and I think the best thing to do is before I add the peanut butter and the feuilletine, I should try to start stretching it. And I think I want to add a splash of vanilla. I want to start immediately trying to work with it. Ow, really hot. All right, I feel like this is already maybe working a little bit better. It's more turning into threads rather than sheets. I made spaghetti Butterfinger. Ooh. It's better, the texture's better. Oh, so sticky though. Flavor's great. But it still has parts of it that are really hard and gets super stuck in your teeth. It looks pretty close. Color is certainly better. So one idea is to stir the feuilletine into the sugar while it's still hot, right off the stove, and then pour it out and start to stretch it that way, and then working the peanut butter in.
Do you think that's gonna work?
I don't know, Dan. Inconvenient questions at the moment. So one thing I didn't do before was like really enclose the peanut butter well and then flatten it. So this time I'm trying to make more flat layers rather than threads. Ah, okay. Oh yeah, that's not gonna happen. All right, well these are the densest version yet. Sort of the opposite of what I was hoping. I don't know what to do with this. I have one other idea to lighten it, which is to aerate it using like a brittle method, which means stirring a little bit of baking soda into the sugar mixture, and that causes a chemical reaction where it produces gas. I don't know. I just want to try it. The way that it's cutting, it feels like there's more air in there. Ooh, definitely best version yet. It feels much less prone to sticking in my teeth. You can see obviously that this is much thicker than the thickness of a Butterfinger. This has chocolate on it already, but it really does want to easily break apart.
Whoa, it's soft.
Oh, here. Here.
I'm saving it for later. That's very good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I want to just think more carefully about dimensions and shape and size. My strategy for forming the filling into a shape that will be appropriate for Butterfinger is to create guides on the Silpat with a Sharpie, and then it's going to maybe be a little rough, but I think it'll be fine. This time I'm going to measure feuilletine, and I'm going to mix it in a bowl with, this time, 3/8 teaspoons of baking soda, which is 50% more than I was using before. And actually, since I know I'm going to be adding salt, I feel really good about that. They're maybe not perfectly even, but each one looks similar to the other. Like, they all look pretty close in size. Maybe a little tall, but we'll see. But overall, at least it has that effect where there's a flat bottom and then a kind of rounded top. Wow, I think that extra bit of salt really, really helps. The flavor is great. I think it's a little sticky still, and that's because I overcooked it a little bit. But overall, this is still progress because I was able to form it and cut it, and I like this shape a lot better. I think on day 3, I'm going to come in and do one final version of, it's never a good thing to say. I'm going to try one more time to make the filling, cooking a little more carefully, not letting it get away from me. Today, I got really far and actually feel great about the flavor and the texture, and I think we'll wrap it up on day 3. No curse. No, there's no day 2 curse. No day 3 curse. Mercury's out of retrograde, right? Has been for a while, I think. What's this? It's got like a little package in this drawer. To me. What is it? How is this? Oh, it's playing cards. Oh my god, these are so good. Oh my god. I don't know if it really looks like me. Also, look what the back says. Oh my god. That's a good sign. All right. Put these away. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put it into this kind of weird shaped loaf pan as a mold, and I think that will help with more separated layers. Some well-mixed peanut butter, I'll tell you that. So this is a mixture of feuilletine, salt, and baking soda. The Cut had a article that was like, are sweatsuits appropriate to wear out of the house? Obviously, I feel that it is. But but not all the time. I just had a really late night and I just wanted to be comfortable. Oh my god. I was not paying attention, Dan. All right, well, that maybe got a little hot. So I'm going to now transfer it into this pan. Is this what I did the last time? Are we sure? Oh, I did not. Damn. Oh, I messed it up. I forgot to pour that in. Well, that was a trial. That was a test run. I forgot to put in the feuilletine and all that whole mixture. That's why it did seem a lot different in texture, is that I hadn't really aerated it. All right, well, that was a good test run. Let's try one more time. 268, 269. All right. I'm not going to forget this time. I can see that it's aerated. There's lots of tiny little bubbles. See how it just generally looks lighter in color? This is a different pan. It's smaller. They feel pretty good. This has, ooh, it's hardened, and it's a good sign that it broke so easily. All right, I feel very good about those flaky layers. It's a very promising looking texture. Ooh. That's it. I'm done. I don't have to make this part anymore. This filling tastes great. It's very kind of shattering. in the way that the Butterfinger filling is. Great peanut flavor. I think it actually could use a bit more salt, so I might top with a bit of flaky salt because I think that could really enhance it. Sticks in your teeth a little bit, but overall, the flavor is really good, not too sweet. It really does taste like a Butterfinger. I'm kind of proud of this. All right, I'm going to stop eating this. I'm going to move on to tempering the chocolate. I'm going to set up my... Well, let me ask Sola, because Sola likes to temper chocolate by hand, and maybe she wants to do it together. Sola looks really busy. She's like 3 people already watching what she's doing. I'm going to wait. I don't want to bother her. What's happening over here? Oh, it smells so good, Sola.
Do you want to try it?
I came over here to ask about tempered chocolate, but now we're having a queso tasting.
Like the good old days.
Yeah. I love the flavor. Also, great heat. I came over to ask if you had time to temper chocolate at some point. And how do you feel about milk chocolate versus dark? I mean, I like milk chocolate, but it might be kind of sweet.
Why don't we do both?
I know, I've done a mix before. Should we do a mix? It's just a little harder to temper.
Or like one of each.
Ooh, take your pick?
Take your pick.
Okay, I have a great idea. How about I do milk, you do dark, and we do them side by side?
That sounds fun.
Okay.
Have the temper off.
Yeah, but mostly I'm just going to do what you do. Do you mind explaining what tempered chocolate is?
When you melt chocolate, there's like 5 or 6 different crystal structures that
Oh,
it
is
can
that
like,
right?
yeah, I can like reset at different crystal configurations, and you're aiming for this one particular one, and the only way to nail it is by like doing this temperature thing.
So the idea is to get something that has a snap and it looks shiny and doesn't start to immediately melt when you handle it.
We're going to do the seed method today. You start by melting a bunch of chocolate. You want to take it up to at least 95. It really easily gets to 95, so don't go crazy. And then you add back some tempered chocolate, and then that's got those seed crystals to help you get to the right structure you want.
Okay, we're gonna start it. Spilling the water. So Sola is doing her regular work, actual job, and I'm going to take the lead on this stuff. I got dark chocolate on my right, that'll be Sola's, and milk chocolate on my left. Sola weighed out 30% of all the chocolate of both kinds, and this we're gonna chop, and this will be the seed. The milk is almost completely melted. The dark chocolate needs a little more, but I turned up the heat on that one. Should I temp this? Just to
Yeah.
see? Okay. Oh, Sola.
Is it? Oh, let's turn that off.
Oh, it's off. But I'll take it off.
But I mean, I think it'll be fine.
Did I ruin it?
It's just slightly inconvenient.
Well, that's pretty much how this show works. So.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Seed.
Oh, you're like really stirring.
I heard like vigorous stirring is supposed to help with crystal formation.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just stirring until our seed chocolate melts. If we want to speed it up, I like to do it in the walk-in. When we're close, it's gonna start like clinging to the bowl. It's gonna feel really thick and like it's gonna set on you.
Okay. I'm at 74.
Oh,
5.
You should go back over the water.
Yeah. Everybody out. Sorry.
Trying to do coffee club here.
I mean, that's all right. I got it. I feel like it got too cold. Ay, ay, ay. I'm making a huge mess. Sort of missed the sous vide method. So I'm set.
Oh God! It tempered into the bowl.
I mean, it just cooled it. It didn't temper. It just
Okay.
set. So annoying and hard. So now I'm doing a little test on parchment to see if it's tempered. I want it to be streak-free, shiny, and it should snap rather than bend.
Claire, listen to the snap. It was a little bit. I think we should go on this guy while it's still
Okay, yeah. Look at the texture of that versus this.
good. Let's just go out.
Like I said, I didn't want to do milk chocolate anyway.
Yeah, this
We're
is gonna
gonna
be
use the dark
tastier.
chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
So
right.
I'm just gonna dip and then place.
Cool. So I'm just keeping this moving so it's nice and fluid for us. We're gonna get Willy Wonka on this. That was the thrilling.
That was the fastest I've ever covered anything in tempered chocolate. It's so much easier with 2 people.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it alone.
They look so shiny.
They look so shiny. They're totally set.
They
We're
make a
just
noise.
surrounded by so much tempered chocolate right now. This can't be anything but a win.
There you go. Oh, you know what I forgot? This is just flaky salt. So cool. So we're gonna let these completely set, and then we'll come back and taste. Can't believe how fast that happened. Hear about the squall?
Oh, yeah, I heard it's
everyone's
coming.
talking about the squall.
I don't see it.
It's supposed to be here in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, warning, till 5:30 p.m.
You skipped like the best part, though.
What is? Wait, hold
Sudden
on.
whiteouts, icy roads.
Wait, view.
Slow down.
You want to taste some of these?
Yeah.
Can you tell which are homemade?
I would say these are homemade.
Yeah, correct. So I tempered the chocolate, and she did such a good job. It was fast and furious, but it worked, and I learned some stuff.
That's the thing about Claire Saffitz. She lives her life a quarter mile at a time.
What does that mean?
Fast and the Furious?
Oh.
You just said fast.
Like the movie?
Vin Diesel,
Like the
Paul Walker.
movie?
It's alright, it's alright.
Uh-huh.
You can definitely see the layers.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go
Okay,
for
let's
it.
try it.
Oh, Claire, that was good.
It's surprisingly flaky
Yeah.
and like crumbling in a
Like
good
it
way.
doesn't, yeah.
You know what? I'm glad it's dark chocolate because it's pretty sweet.
Success.
Thank you. Admit it, you're a little surprised.
Definitely surprised. I thought you were going to get close. I didn't think you were going to get that close.
Oh, love hearing that. Is it happening? Oh, it is happening.
Yeah, you don't believe me.
No, of course I believe you.
Sadly, though.
You want to try Butterfinger?
Sure, I thought this nut will never come.
Chocolate tempered by Sola.
It's really good.
Thanks.
Oh, wow.
Look at it now.
The squall of 2019.
15 minutes ago it was totally light outside, and now look at it.
If you're a tourist and you have no idea, you're like, what the?
I think you crushed. I feel like this is one of your best ones yet.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thanks, Sola.
Thank you.
Well, it took me 2 years to get a little tempered chocolate demo. You want a Butterfinger?
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Here, I made you one.
Oh, right off the bat, I do see you achieved some nice layers. Color, little off.
Well, I didn't put annatto. I didn't put any coloring in it.
Oh,
I kind of
okay.
forgot.
Oh, you kind of forgot.
Yeah.
Is it tacky?
Not tacky, but it's just, it could be a little sticky.
Not bad though, Claire.
Thank you.
Actually, great layers, Claire.
Thank you.
Tastes like a god dang Butterfinger. God dang. Oh, that was a good bite, Claire.
Good.
I'm
Yay.
proud of you. You did a great job on this.
Thanks, Brad. Really.
Look at that. Like a goddamn croissant.
Flakes on flakes.
You did a great job, Claire.
Oh,
that was a
thanks,
tricky
Brad.
one.
Thank
I
you.
was a little worried.
That actually makes me feel good. Thank you. Here.
That's why I'm here, Claire.
Oh, thanks, Brad.
Hey, look, the white squall in there.
I know.
Skies are opening up. Nothing but blue skies, sunshine from now on, Claire. All right, go home. That's a wrap for the day. Claire.
Yeah.
You worked
Oh,
hard
yeah.
today.
Oh, yeah.
5 o'clock. Shut it down.
Another one in the books. Surprisingly fun. I thought this one was going to be much more frustrating, but I learned a lot and it wasn't that bad. So kind of a best case scenario for what could have been a really challenging Gourmet Makes. You get one that you think is going to be easy and it's hard, and then you get one you think it's going to be hard and it's easy. It doesn't matter. Said another way, have zero expectations always, and you'll never be disappointed. It's kind of a life philosophy I'm adopting lately. Here's how you make a gourmet Butterfinger. For the filling, in a small saucepan, combine 50 grams dark brown sugar, 50 grams granulated sugar, 100 grams light corn syrup, 20 grams water, a pinch of salt, and a drop of vanilla paste. Cook over medium heat, stirring to dissolve the sugar, then bring to a boil and cook until the mixture registers 270 degrees Fahrenheit on an instant read thermometer. Remove from the heat and stir in a quarter cup feuilletine tossed with 3/8 teaspoon baking soda. Pour the mixture onto a silpat. Use the silpat and greased gloved hands to fold the mixture onto itself several times to aerate it. Transfer it to a loaf pan lined with greased parchment, then pipe a layer of natural peanut butter across the center of the sugar mixture. Then fold the longer ends of the sugar mixture over the peanut butter to enclose it. Stretch and fold the mixture as many times as you can before it starts to harden. When you feel it setting, pull it into a long strip about 1 1/4 inches wide. Use a knife to cut the candy crosswise into 2-inch lengths. Let cool completely. For the chocolate coating, in a metal bowl set over a large saucepan of gently simmering water, melt 343 grams of dark chocolate to 113 degrees Fahrenheit, stirring continuously. Remove from the heat and add 147 grams of finely chopped dark chocolate, then stir continuously until the temperature falls to 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Reheat the mixture over the saucepan until it reaches 86 Fahrenheit. Dip the bottoms of the candies in the chocolate first, then set them on a cold silpat-lined baking sheet. Trim around the candies. Set the candies on a wire rack set in a rimmed baking sheet and pour more tempered chocolate over the tops, tapping vigorously on the counter to enrobe the entire surface of the candies. Let them set completely. To
Wait,
300.
can I read this note?
Yeah, what does it say?
It's day 2. I went home and realized I could have had a better attitude yesterday.
Did I write that down? That's not my handwriting.
Someone wrote it.
Who wrote that down? It's Dan. I'm sure Dan wrote it.
Maybe
Rude.
he was quoting you. Was this Mentos day 2? I went home and realized I could have had a better attitude yesterday.
feel like I'm being
Maybe
trolled by
wishful
Dan
thinking.
on his vacation.